Welcome back as we continue learning some animal-inspired poses with Laura Rogers from the Nature Zone. You've got a bag.
I've got a bag, but before I go into the stuffed animal poses, when we did our tree pose, I forgot to mention, if you don't, you can actually hold onto a wall or a chair when you're first starting off. You know, the yoga police are not going to come over and arrest you if you do that, so that's not a problem. If you want to get the kids involved, because it's a fun thing to do for a family activity, you can gather up a couple of their favorite stuffed animals and just have them pick one out and then do whatever pose that is. And if there isn't a yoga pose for the animal, just make one up. Oh, well, that's a plant. That's a plant. Okay, but that's all right. It's all good. It's all nature. The flower pose, we're going to go down on the ground and sit in our easy seated position. Okay. All right, so we're going to slowly come on down. And here we are. Crisscross applesauce, one of my favorites. Okay. Now for the flower pose, a couple of different.
Good posture there.
Well, yeah, when I'm on TV, when I'm at home, I'm eating potato chips and yeah. So we start off in our butterfly pose with the soles of our feet together. See, we're getting two for one right here. You can flap your wings if you want, doesn't matter. Now you can stay right here, or if you want to kick it up to the flower pose, it's kind of a balance pose also. You take your hands and just kind of support just above your ankles and lift your feet up ever so slightly. Doesn't have to be way up, just a little bit. You're balancing. That's nice. On your bottom there. And if that's not enough, you take your hands and you bring them underneath. Look at you. Huh. You've done this before. All right, then whenever you're ready. Okay. So that's flower pose. Does it look like a flower?
Leave it up to them to decide.
Sure. You want to do another one?
I do.
All right.
I feel like a little kid here.
It's fun. The cow pose. That's the one that's making all that noise. Sounds just like a cow. All right. For this one, we're going to get on all fours here. So our hands are right underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. Okay. And we're going to just look up towards the ceiling and point our tailbones up and just let your stomach kind of drop and sag.
So and stick the butt up a little bit.
Stick the butt up. The butt's going up. Don't be ashamed of that. Stretch. It is a nice stretch for the stomach, yeah. And then there's a counter pose to this called the cat pose, where you just arch your back, just let your head fall, and tuck your tailbone in.
That does feel good.
Yeah, and you can go back and forth very slowly between these two, and just imagine moving one vertebra at a time. It feels really good for the back.
Do we get to moo and meow?
Yes, I always say sound effects.
Do you get a lot of kids that do it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the minute they pull that cow out of the bag, they're like, woo. All right. Very good. You're most excellent at this.
I think we might have another.
Do we have time for one more? All right.
Okay.
Here we go. What
last
will it be?
one? I'm going to cheat because I'm fascinated to find out what you do with the snake.
Snake. Okay. Down on the belly.
Okay.
This is actually the cobra pose.
Oh,
I didn't have a cobra stuffed animal, so I had to kind of wing it. So our hands are out in front of us, knees are underneath the shoulders. Bring the hands back. Okay. And then just lift up a little bit. And you can be right here, nice little stretch, or you can push it up. It depends on how you feel, how much you want to push the upper body up. This is a nice chest opener.
This is my favorite.
I like this one.
I like anything with lower back.
Yes, and there's a lot of really good stuff with lower back in yoga.
Now, I want to make sure we talk about the events coming up.
Okay.
Tell us about the two different things going on.
Well, we have family yoga coming up at the end of August. That's going to be at Riverfront Park, and that's, I believe, August 26th.
Right, from 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Ages 8 and up, and folks can register 434-455-5878. And is there another event too? Yoga in the park,
Yes, we have yoga in the park. That's for the older kids and adults.
Every Friday, right? Again, register 455-5878.